Good afternoon, everybody. In this afternoon's video, I'd like to address railroad car number 9. He seems to keep wanting to comment. Seems to want to keep talking. Let's put it this way. If representation were the main goal, if representation was the silver bullet, there'd be no need for a path to statehood. Take whatever path to statehood you want. But the simple fact is, you can't contradict yourselves. You can't compare state senators to federal House of Representatives members. Mathematically, you're not comparing the same thing. You can hide behind a railroad car 9 all day long, regardless of how long ago you started your YouTube channel, 10 years, regardless of if your first Jefferson video was predated any current movement town hall. My name is John Osgood III. You're still hiding behind a moniker, railroad car number 9. Well, I do have some idea of who you may or may not be. You're still not using your real name on your YouTube channel, which is in fact hiding behind a moniker or a screen name. And in my view, if we had constitutional state representation increases, why do we need to split state? Why won't you address in your comments my questions back, or my points back to you, where you claim the state of California is seditious, that they're acting in opposition of federal authority, when as a matter of fact, the state of California is the people of the state of California. And a handful of elected officials may be behaving in a seditious or criminal manner. That doesn't give the federal government the right or responsibility to come in and split the state because they choose to, or because a small percentage of people believe they want to form their own state. What it does give the federal government right to do, when the state violates immigration clauses, treaty clauses, federal supremacy clauses over certain areas, and elected officials are behaving in that manner, it gives the federal government the duty, the responsibility, and the right to charge those individuals with federal crimes and to prosecute them to the fullest extent of the law. But not on your say-so come in and split the state. It's not how it works. Doesn't work now. Didn't work during the Civil War. And it won't work in the future. We're going around in circles pissing matching each other because you're stuck on statehood. Because you too refuse to see that there are constitutional means to repair representation and the dilution of vote in California. It's a ballot initiative. Voted on by the people. And if we can bring forth a ballot initiative to change the California state constitution twice to reflect that marriage is between a man and a woman, we surely can get through and get past a constitutional amendment increasing the representation ratios in this state. And unlike marriage being between a man and a woman, there really is nothing that a court can step in and say. Giving yourselves more representation is unconstitutional. So write your comments. Let's talk in circles all day long. Because you refuse to see that I bring up legitimate points. That while I may or may not agree with you, what I say is not wrong. What's happened to me is not disputable. And while you leave in your comments, historically delegates have been chosen this way or that way. We the people of Stanislaus, and at the time, the members of the Stanislaus County Committee for Jefferson, decided to do things our own way. And we were interfered with by Mr. Terry Raposa, who knew he could put his thumb on our county committee leader because our county committee leader is weak. Soggy. Milquetoast. Much like a man that'll stand behind the name Railroad Car 9, but never profess who he actually is. I will not respond to you. We will not go in circles. I'm done with this issue. The State of Jefferson movement is not worth our time. The CFR lawsuit is in the wrong court. And an Indian tribe is, as a matter of fact, a named plaintiff in that case. And much like we've bickered back and forth about the immigration issue, Indian tribes are sovereign nations. Sovereign nations are not taxed, and therefore they are not citizens of the United States and do not have a voice in federal court in matters of representation. Let's talk about what's real, not what you perceive to be accurate. Start using your real name, your given name, your birth name, what your mama and daddy were proud to give you. And stop hiding behind Railroad Car 9 regardless how many videos, how many years, how many people you support or how many people you trust. Because it's fictitious. And I'm here standing on nonfiction. You know exactly who I am. While you say I'm fake as fake gets, I'm not standing behind a made-up name. Have a wonderful day.